Okay, folks, this is part 3 of my response to the video because it keeps cutting off. I have a busted phone that keeps cutting off like that. Well, back to what I was saying. I was rebuttaling to what my friend was talking about when he was talking about dark skin beauty. How the light skinned girls got mad with all beauty, all black women are beautiful. No, don't say that. Because when you were put on the pedestal, when light skinned beauty was admired and was considered the bar none status quo, you weren't saying all black women are beautiful, all black women are this, all black women are that. You weren't saying all of that. So now that this guy is talking about dark skinned black women, you want to get pissed off. Oh, it's being so divisive. Oh, but when you were put on the pedestal as cream of the damn crop or creme de la creme, it was okay, right? It was okay, but because it ain't about you no more, this is the entitlement. And like I said, I'll stress it again. I do not think all light-skinned people or light-skinned women act like this, but a great deal of them have this superficial ass entitlement that everything should be about them because they've had it so long. This is why sometimes I'm not going to say all, but a lot of light-skinned women with the mentality that I'm talking about, I call them like our Karens of the black people, because they feel so entitled and so privileged to always get something because of their skin color. And it's like, who the hell told you this? Oh, the one drop rule, the tragic mulatto stories that you've heard, the brown paper bag thing, all this crap, Massa putting you on a pedestal when you were just really his plaything. You are a product of rape, and you're proud of that. Like, this is the thing, and it's not to throw shade, because like I said, I don't believe all light-skinned people act like that, or light-skinned women act like that, because I know a lot of them. I know a lot that do fit this stereotype, and I know a lot that don't act at all like that and don't think much of their damn skin. A lot of them the ones that I do know that don't act like this, or at least aware and knowledgeable. Yes, I understand that there can be a privilege to me being light-skinned. Another friend of mine, he's a light-skinned guy. He lives down in Georgia. He even stated, too, he's light-skinned. This is his actual hair color. Well, he's bald now with freckles. But even he said, him being a light-skinned black man down in the South is a privilege. And I'm going to tell you why. He got in trouble, did some, crimes and stuff where he has a record. And he was in court. And there was a dark-skinned black man that pretty much did no better or worse than him with crimes. But he was given a lighter sentence than as opposed to the dark-skinned black man. And he picked up on that. And he said they're very colorist down in the South. Especially in the criminal justice system. And of course the judge was white. And he said, I didn't do no worse or better than the other guy, but he got more of a sentence than me, and I got away with it because of the color of my skin. And yeah, like I said, y'all have to watch the video. I tried looking for the video, but I saw it on the Mademoiselle's on her video, because she was watching it and critiquing it while she watched it. And this chick, my thing is this: if you're gonna talk the bullshit that you're gonna talk, look like something. You look like a damn reptile. You are not, I'm not going to say I'm the bomb.com, but you are not gorgeous. And I said, the fact that you think dark skin or brown skin women are jealous of you is I can't believe that. You are nothing to look at. Like I said in my previous video, you want to accuse dark skin and dark skin and brown skin women of hating on you and competing with you. No, you're the ones competing with us. You're the ones competing with us. You're the ones that feel because you're light, you're right. We're not competing with you. Well, because it's been set this way generation after generation, this is something that you've become accustomed to, a system that you've become accustomed to where you feel it should go your way. It's just like white privilege. It's just like the Karens and the Kevins that feel because they're white, they can act any kind of way and say what they want to say to people. That is how a lot of light-skinned folks in the black community carry themselves. And you know what? I'm going to correct myself about my grandmother. Like I said, I didn't see my grandmother with any light-skinned friends. She had one light-skinned friend, and that was Miss Jackson. God rest her soul. That was Miss Jackson in the neighborhood. Miss Jackson was, about as pale as my grandmother. She was a gossip queen. She was a troublemaker. That was Miss Jackson. But as opposed to my grandmother and all the black women she hung out with, brown or dark. That's all she hung out with, more than likely. And she had her little hoity-toity attitude, like, I'm too good. I'm too this. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. And, what else was I saying? But no, y'all the ones competed. Like, I remembered, too, the group that, the woman I told you about who I cursed out, who the one accused me of saying I was jealous of light-skinned people. There was a light-skinned woman that wrote something like, y'all talk about us light-skinned women, but we go more hard for you. We go more hard for black causes than you brown and dark-skinned women. Ha! Since when? Since when? You don't go hard for nothing because y'all stay silent. Y'all the ones kikiing and laughing when black men or people were calling us black bitches, calling us monkeys, calling us nappy heads, calling us all sorts of names. When did you go hard? What am I missing? Now, people like, what's her name? Crystal Crave. Crystal Crave, I could respect her. I respect her for many reasons. Because even though she's a light-skinned black woman, but she's a light-skinned black woman who defends all blacks. But at the same time, she's not a fool. She's not playing that dumb game, oh, we're all black. She is aware, because of the features she has and the complexion that she is, that she also does have a privilege that other black women or other black people do not have. She's aware of that. But a lot of light-skinned people will play that stupid game. But then again, they'll boast like they're this and that. But then they'll play that game, oh, I don't have a privilege. We're all black. We all black. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah. You're gonna be a nigga to white people at the end of the day. But if they had to choose, they would choose you. They would choose you. They would be more comfortable with you. But you're not like them. Like, what was it I was, when that girl was talking about how people would call her white and all that other stuff. Not the girl in the video, who was an idiot, by the way. That brought me back to this French dictator or something like that. I think he was in Haiti. I forgot his name. But around the time when Haiti was fighting the French, he would sleep around with mulatto women. He would, philander with them. And he invited the mulatto women to a ball one day. Maybe you could drop his name down if you're familiar. And he invited them to a ball. I was reading this. And presented them with a gift. And the gift was, in the room, he had platters. No one knew what was under the platters. When he removed the platters, they were the heads of the mulatto's husbands. Wow. You know what he did? He did that because he thought mulattoes didn't know their place. Light-skinned people did not know their place because they thought they were like white people when they weren't. That's what he did. So when they talk about, oh, you're like white, calling you white girl, please. White people will never consider you white. You're not even passable. Now, I had a great-grandfather that many people did think was a white man. He was from Barbados. This is my mother's paternal grandfather. So he was my great grandfather from my grandfather. And my mother called him a white man. So my grandfather had to correct me and say, no, he's not white. He looked white, he could pass, but he was a black man. But even too, my mom doesn't even remember the story, but she told me at times when, as a child, when her grandfather used to take her and my uncle to his jobs, she would deflect for some reason, but I remember this. They had to wait outside on the porch sometimes as some houses of some of his clients because they wouldn't let black people in the house. And you imagine Guyana? Guyana is a country full of everybody. But certain people, but still had that mindset. Because they were phenotypically black. They weren't welcome in the house. Now, my mother denies telling me that, but I remember that fucking story. I remember her telling me that. And I don't think it's far-fetched. I don't think it's far-fetched at all. I don't think it's a lie. I think really it's the truth. And maybe she denies it because it was shameful. And I mean, I don't blame her. But yeah, y'all gotta listen to this chick. This chick was a total mess. And it was a headache watching her say that. Oh, we're so beautiful. We're so beautiful. Light skin doesn't equate to beauty. I've seen a lot of light skinned women that don't look like shit. That just look like I said, a pit bull in the face. Look like a red-boned pit bull in the face. Some of them ain't built like shit, but because they feel, like I said in my first video, because they are light, they don't have to compete. Their light skin is going to speak for them. And that to me is fucking delusional. Like that chick that was in that video that the Mademoiselle was commenting on. She's delusional. Nobody thinks you're white. Nobody's jealous of you because there's nothing to be jealous of. And then just listening to you talk, you sound like a fifth grader. I know fifth graders that form better sentences. Okay? This chick was delusional. This chick was stupid. This chick was an idiot. For you to sit here and think because you are light-skinned, somebody is jealous of you. No. 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 I knew a lot. I could go on and on about light-skinned girls that used to have that attitude. There's a girl I knew growing up who was mixed. And thought because she was mixed, had this attitude and she was mixed with her curly hair. I knew her since I was a kid in elementary school. Swore she was the bomb.com with her little stuck-up ass. And she was a total bitch to people. Somebody told her growing up she looked like Mariah Carey. Looked more like Mariah Scary. Don't insult. Mariah Carey might be a nut, but I love Mariah Carey at the end of the day. And, no. You will not insult Mariah Carey. Nah. Nah, bitch. You couldn't look like Mariah Carey on your worst day. But anyway. Back to what I was saying. I mean, even Chris Brown. Chris Brown has made some colorist statements with his crackhead looking ass about dark-skinned women or about darker-skinned black women. And I don't fuck with Chris Brown too much because Chris Brown really ain't shit to look at to be talking about nobody. The only thing you got is money. Money and coke. You ain't shit to be talking about somebody. Especially black women. But anyway, like I said, my brown skinned sisters like me, my dark skinned sisters, my dark skinned black man, my brown skinned black man, y'all are all that in a bag of chips. And I should be saying black people in general are the ish. But this colorism stuff, but I'm talking to my brownies and my chocolates. This more so is a video to y'all. Any light-skinned person or mixed person that tried to upstage you or try to make you feel some kind of way because you weren't this or you weren't that, fuck them. Fuck them. You know, people compete with you not for what you lack, but for what you have and what they lack. That's why they're competing with you. They're competing with you to either take what's yours or to gain what is yours. You know? Back in civilization, dark skin was considered a sign of richness. Hence where the word Nubia came from. Nubians, very dark people, rich skinned people. So the darker you were, the richer you were, the more prosperous you were. And again, I'll say this, I don't believe every light-skinned person fits what I'm talking about. And I'm not saying that woman who made the video didn't experience some bad stuff, but she was really full of herself. And I'll put the link in the description. I'll find the Mademoiselle's video and I'll put the link in the description so you can see this idiot for the idiot she is. Like, she was really full of herself. She was really huffing herself up. And she had no reason to huff herself up because she wasn't shit to look at. And damn, you sound even worse when you open that damn anus you call a goddamn mouth. Ugh. You made it worse. You made it worse. So, like I said, don't let anyone tell you because they're lighter than you, they're better than you. And they don't have to necessarily say those words, their actions or whatever. Fuck them. Your skin color, your skin hue doesn't mean shit. It's your character, it's your knowledge, and it's how you carry yourself. You being a product of massive sick fantasy doesn't mean shit. Because at the end of the day, the light-skinned slaves, the mulattoes, were treated like niggas. Just like that French dictator in Haiti I told you about, that cut the heads off of those mulatto women's husbands who he was screwing and putting their heads on platters. They show you at the end of the day how they really feel about you. Don't give a damn about you being light-skinned. Anyway, I'm going to put the link in the description. See, look at your girl's edges. I just need to... You know what? I was a fool for begging my mom to perm my hair as a child. Because my actual hair texture is coming back. Now I can see why. I had some haters. I had some laid edges. And I still got them. Your girl still got them. She still got them. Anyway, folks, good night.